dream has quickly turned to a nightmare, falling all the way out of the top 25. Where is their head right now amidst all of this chaos?
They got to get their heads out of the clouds right now and finally play up to their potential. They've got a lot of talent, but they have not been able to put it together on game day. There's a lot of people on social media and the message boards, sports talk radio locally, very, very angry with how this team has played. They've got to do something to turn it around, David.
That's not the place I thought they had to get their head out of. I mean, it's been a dumpster fire. It has not been good this year. They've got to somehow right this ship. There's too much talent on this squad to be losing game after game and falling out of the rankings.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. With the catch, it's Ashley. Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Green. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Quick completion on the out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Moore will throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
And the returner will be dragged down.
UCF Knights will take over first and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Wilcox. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw again. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams will pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Hill. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. off play action. He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They booted away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24.
Will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Douglas. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Brings up third down.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Come on, set.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fox. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making... Stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Douglas. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilcox. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilcox. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Ready.
That's caught. It's Jenkins. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Douglas. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Cooler.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UCF 0.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
UCF Knights will take over 1st and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Wide receiver comes in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
That's caught. It's Jenkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Wilcox. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Douglas. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. It's Green. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Johnson. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll try it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Moore to the air. They're working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Military stun.
They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make that, breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
At the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Oregon.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now the play fake. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Back to throw, it's Douglas. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Jenkins. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Football 7. Football 7. Ready.
The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Knights. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore will throw. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Moore to the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The offense changing the play. He'll start this drive firing. Takes the easy one to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ashley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Got it in the middle, it's Jenkins. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Took care of it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He might want another play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Douglas. Pocket breaking down. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, ready?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time.